Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. So I need to apologize. There is some confusion with videos 4 and 5. They're very similar, but they are different, I believe. I'm like losing my mind. So if you were confused, I do apologize. I thought I got it straightened out, but hopefully everything else. And then I do want to apologize with video number 13, part 1. I was so overly excited, guys, with this kit. I have been, and I need to just take a deep breath and not get too overly excited when showing you what I'm creating. So I'm going to try to just sit back, relax, and enjoy this time with you. So, with that said, I still get like all anxious, all jittery, all so excited. So I can't help that. I really do. But I'm going to try to hold it in. So anyways, I am currently working on my paper pumpkin alternatives for September of 2023. This is, I see that part 1 is still on my board. We're on part 2. And this time we're going to make the little journal that I told you guys. This is all going into a little gift bag. And I have pre-cut. And I also forgot on part 1, 13 part 1, I forgot to add my little fall foliage. So I just stuck them in here. Here you can see I put them, tucked one there, and then one there. So I was like, oh no, my leaves didn't get on there. So I fixed that. So now this is the card. It's a book fold using some of my favorite things. This is the weathered background. And all of this because of this little piece of Mossy Meadow that was left over. And this little bit of crushed curry was left over also. So this is the card that we made to go in our gift bag. The gift bag's not done either. That will be part 4. So I'm going to give you a quick look. This is what you could have made. These great little boxes here. Hold on. Let me show you. So they make these tent boxes. I, of course, altered mine to suit me. But they are really darling. And you can fit a whole bunch in here. I just put a glue dot there. So this has cocoa, that fireside coffee. Which, darn it, I was in town today and I forgot to go buy it. My head just isn't strapped on. And you got to pretend that's chocolate because I don't have any chocolates in the house. But anyways, when I get some, I will change it out. I made 3 of those little gift bags. And I think that's going to be all I'm going to make with the gift bags. I think I'm going to cut them up to do other things. Is that another bird that just got in here? It's pouring down rain. This last week, guys, when I've been filming, I've had 2 little chickadees swoop in here. Kind of interesting. So I've never had that before in all the years. So I've been out here in this room. So this is some of the embellishments that came in this month's kit. You got 2 of these, and we are using this one. And then this is all cut from... We're not using any of this right now, but that is all cut from the inside of this little tiny envelope. I got a whole bunch of embellishments, but the stamp set say thanks with love and gratitude. This image, which we are using, the pumpkin in the pumpkin skin. And yes, I thought that was a morning glory. I wasn't the only one, so thank you. Grateful for you and thank you. So what am I bringing into it? Where is my weathered background stamp? You know, I see the 2 other background stamps. I don't see the weathered one, the one that we're using for this particular kit. You are kidding me. Do I gotta stop this and do it? Nope, I see it, guys. Oh, it's hiding out on me. So this is a very old background stamp from Stampin' Up! From 2005. It's called Weathered. And I really like it. But I have shown you 3 alternatives you could use. This is cheesecloth. And this is another one, which is, I would say like, I don't know if I would call it linen, but it could be. Don't remember what this one is called. This one I know was called cheesecloth, but I've used all of these so far and I'm keeping them out. These are some of my favorite ones. So, and then I forgot in the last one how much I wanted to use these little borders on this card. That's one of the reasons why I designed it like this. Excuse me. And where is the punch? Oh, it's right next to me. And this is called the Heartfelt Hexagon Punch. So I thought, well, it's still going to go because we're going to have one project without the border. And then we'll have one with this border. And then we'll do another project with that one. So we are going to do that. And we're doing the notebook. So let's show you. Now, if you've never seen one of these polymer stamps from Stampin' Up, if they're really wobbly like this, the best way to mount this is to put it upside down, like so, on a surface. Just drop it. It should hold its shape then, and then pick it up, and it should really have its shape there, unless you twist it or something. So we are going to start. We're going to start with our gift bag. Now, in video number 13, part 1, I showed you how I cut up this bag. Went like this. So there and there. This is just an extra piece of another one. So I'm after this bit in here to make my punches. So we're going to keep on using this one and the stamp in Pierce Matte. Yes, I got my nails done. We did a fall theme with just some white, beautiful leaves on there, really clean and simple. And this really reminds me of either Cherry Cobbler or Mary Merlot. I let the nail tech choose one of 3 colors, and I'm very happy with the one he chose. So we are going to stamp this on here in, oh, we're going to go with Early Espresso. We're really going to make it stand out. And then our sentiment is going to be stamped in Early Espresso. So we're going to give it the smushy bit. Okay. And then we're going to stamp right here. Because I want, there's a texture, a pattern in here, and I want it going horizontally. I don't want it going up and down. Oh, that is great. That is this one right here. Woohoo! Lovely, lovely, lovely. Where's the stamp? I'm going to set that over there. Move that aside. Now I'm going to need to trim this here in here to get the most out of my piece of paper. So let's do so. Guillotine time. So I want, I'm going to cut this little flap off. Give it a light little fold here, so I can see it and feel it along my edge. So there's that. Then I'm going to come over and I'm going to cut off right to there. And those bits can be used on another project and will be, I have no doubt. So now I'm going to, let's just cut it off. I'm going to make this flat so it goes into the punch and easy to punch out. I need a handle. No problem. I got that covered. I got it covered. These are like 3/8 of an inch little pieces of like Post-it notes I got at the dollar store. They work great as a handle. So there we go. It looks so good on there. Oh, that really does make a difference. Now I'm saving this bit here, guys. Not going to throw that away yet. Wait till the end of everything, and I have a funny feeling I'll be using it. So we have that stamped. We need to stamp our sentiment, which we used Grateful for You on the last one. So let's use with, nope, that's Grateful for You. We want With Love and Gratitude. Oh, that's Happy Fall, y'all. I knew I had that somewhere. That's Thank You. There it is. Happy Fall, y'all. I was thinking videos ago that I had that stamp set, and I had already brought out the Happy Thanksgiving, and then I was cleaning up and I'm like, there it is. I thought I had a stamp set that said Happy Fall, y'all. Banner year. Banner year. So we're going to pick that one off, and it's already upside down, so we're just going to pick it up. We can pop Thank You onto that one. And with Early Espresso, we're going to stamp on our sentiment strip from the kit, the one with the 2 flagged ends. And we're going to stamp this in the center. Oh, so pretty. So we're going to set that aside, that aside. If you're noticing all my little bracelets, my daughter, my girlfriend Shannon, gave this one to me, and it glows in the dark. It's called Firefly Glass from Nogu. Anyways, this one my daughter just bought me. Harry Potter themed with the Deathly Hallows, and it's got the lightning bolt on that side. That's just a ring I got. Anyways, this one is also Firefly Glass. This one lights up really white-ish. This one has a blue glow to it. It's really cool. And I have earrings, which I lost one today. Hopefully it's in the bedroom on the floor. Anyways, so yes, I enjoyed my bracelets very, very much. So let's get started and let me show you. I got this a guided journal for healing, hope, and daily care. Really cute little journal. I like that it had these notes, or you could do that dot thing. My daughter was one to doodle constantly. Free thoughts, wellness, intentions, mindfulness, today's mindful moments. Really cute journal. So let's see what we have to go in this. This was just from the dollar store. So I have 2 pieces of ribbon. I have one that is 9 3/4 of an inch. And I have one that is 9 1/2, but it's got a flagged end. And while I am at this, if you don't mind, I'm going to note this down because I forgot to make my thing. So ribbon is 9 3/4 and 9 1/2, and this is a 1-inch ribbon. And this is my journal. I'll put the paper pumpkin alternative number 13, part 2, 2023. Now let's get our papers. Now you're going to laugh at this. I have to show you. When I went to cut this, I cut off too much. Do you see how it bends? So I fixed it with Scotch tape because you're not going to see this at all, but I did need this little extra bit. Yeah, I did that. I'm showing you the truth of it, guys. 4 1/2 by 6 3/4. So 4 1/2 by 6 3/4 of an inch. That's layer number 1. Layer number 1. Number 2, this is Mossy Meadow. Layer number 2 is that really, like, how is that an even measurement and this isn't? Because that doesn't make any sense to me, but it is. Okay, this is what it is. It looks right. So this is 4 3/8. See that little mark in between the 4 1/4 right there in the 4 1/2? This first little mark, that's an 8. So 4 3/8. So 4 3/8 3/8 by, let's see what the number is, 5 3/8 by 5 3/8. Layer number 2. This is Cajun Craze. We have layer number 3. We have lots of layers here to get those fall colors going. So this is 4 by 5. 4 by 5. And this is Crushed Curry. Then we have the part we're going to stamp on. Last but not least, 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. So 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. And this is very vanilla. Sorry about that, guys. But that does help me not to have to go back and figure it out. So let's move this aside because now we are going to stamp. We're going to stamp on this one. Now we want it this way because of how the journal's going, but I want to make sure I got these going horizontally. So, and we are going to use our crumb cake. You can already see it on there. Just keep reusing the same one. So, and this is my good old cloth pad. Love this pad. And I can already tell I got some, we did some gold leafing on here. Ooh, almost lost it. So we're gonna dab, 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 rub, rub a dub, dub, and then take it off. Need to scoot it over. That's okay. So rub it off, then take this, and we want it going this way. Lay it down and give it another go over. And then we're going to stamp our branch image from our kit from Paper Pumpkin. Ooh, love this. Now let's put this somewhere where I won't lose it. I won't lose it again. It needs to be out in the open. So where is my branchy image? In here. We need the Stamp and Pierce mat. We'll go to this side. So, since this is going this way, let me get my layers here. And I don't mind putting all these layers. This is going to go, I think we're going to do in the center, like so. So we want our branches up here and up here, just like we did on the card. That's going to be our starting point, opposite corners. And then we're going to do a little at a different angle up here and over here, okay? So bring in the crumb cake, and we do have to stamp off. So stamp off. I'm going to turn it this way with the branch facing where it's not going to be seen. It's going to be under there. So here. We're going to stamp off again. Each time we're going to be stamping off. So once again, this is in the center. That's how I do my positioning. All right. Now I don't need this to see what's going on this time. So I'm going to stamp off. And then I just want it to come in, not quite the whole stamp, just, you know, a portion of it there. We're just adding layers of depth, and we're going to turn this one maybe just like that. Okay, that is done. Now we don't have an inside because this is not, this is a journal. It's not a card. So there's no inside piece for this. So then what are we going to do now? Well, I'm going to set this aside, and I am going to show you. I know it may be a very subtle detail, but there's a little bit of gold leafing on these little branches. Let me show you everything I have prepped. So I showed you in part 1 how I stamped my leaf here on Very Vanilla in Mellow Moss. This is from the Layering Leaves. Then I took a blender pen and I dipped it into my actual stamp pad, and you can see I just scribbled all over. Then I took my little splotchies, little speckles, and I did this in the crumb cake cleaned it off, did it again in the Cajun Craze to make the leaf have a little more depth and bits to it. And let's bring in all our goodies we're using. So we have 2 of these, 2 of the Retired Sprig Punch, and we have 2 of the Bow Punches in Cajun Craze and in Crushed Curry. I have 2 of my, I should have 3 of my little leaves. I don't want to forget them this time. So 2 of my Crushed Curry Bow little sprigs. And I showed you I'm using 3 of those little gold embellishments from the kit. And I made sure I had 3 individual pieces. So there's my 3. That's my backing for our front. It's just out of some cheap white paper just to give it a little stability here. And we can, no, let's not bother gluing it, because what I need to do is, I had a piece of paper I was using specifically for that. Well, we'll do this one. So, oh, it's in there. I'm like, I know I had it. So this is my gold leafing, and I don't do this a whole lot. I don't do a lot of things that use embossing powders and stuff on camera because my embossing gun doesn't reach my desktop. It reaches like knee level. That's as far as the cord goes. So this is Stampin' Up's gold leafing. To do this with Versamark, you need the heat and stick powder, which I have. I'm not going to put any more gold leafing in there. I don't want to. And I'm just going to use the little cap here. I'm going to put some in the little cap. I'm going to set that aside. And then I'm going to use my reverse tweezers here. And my Versamark. My really old grungy Versamark. You see it, seen it here. It's nice and not nice and pretty like so many others, but it's well used and well loved. So I'm just poking that down there. I'm going to dip it now in my powder. Oh, this is going to have a lot of gold on there. That did really well. And my heat gun here, you're going to hear it. I should have done some of these earlier, sorry. So there you hear it. And I'm heating it up. It'll change to where it's clear, like, I have to hold it in between my knees. And let's pick up some gold leafing. So I'm just going to go like this. I don't want to cover the entire thing, or I didn't want to. I want you to see some of that. There we go. So that's as simple as it is. It's on there now. So there's one. We do need to do a few more. So let's get these done, maybe. These are going to have really good stuff on them. Pick that up. I'm going to drop it in there. Now that it's done, pick up another one. Dip it in the powder. Heating it up. You know when it turns clear. And you got some on there. So we're going to pick some up. Maybe a little bit more. Then we'll get it all cleaned off. One more. Gold foil will be everywhere. The nature of paper crafting. So you see there where it's white, powdery. When I heat it up, it will change to clear. And I want some little bits here. So before I go do any more, I'm going to put the powder back in the little, that's going to stay in this box. Going to cover up my Versamark. Now there's lots of ways you can get this off. You can take a little toothbrush, a stippling brush, do I have the wrong side? Nope. Yes, there's some on there. That's all that matters. And this one, maybe. Just rub it with my fingers, and I should have one more because I already had another done. I think this one didn't heat set enough, so let's do it again. Maybe I needed to be a little bit more quicker with this. There, now we got some good gold foiling on there. All right, so I should now have am I missing another? I should have 3, but 1, 2, 3. I should have 4. There's the 4th one. Okay, I'm going to leave that in there. Set this aside. I'll have to close that up in a minute. And now we can get gold leafing everywhere. So there's my bits. Now we can start putting this together. So we're going to glue this piece to its counterpart. And I hate to say it, but I know that I want to glue the Very Vanilla down to the other pieces of cardstock before I start to play. So I'm going to glue that one down to these. So Very Vanilla to Crushed Curry to Cajun Craze. X ... My grandson today had his birthday party a couple weeks later because he got strep throat, right? It was so great. The people there were wonderful. The kids all had a great time. Didn't have to really do any work. And what's so funny is, you know, we bought a cake and cupcakes. We made sure we had plenty of everything. And then this morning, as we were left out, my daughter went and got 4 boxes of bakery donuts. She's like, for the adults. Guys, the kids chowed down on the donuts, vice the cake and cupcakes. It was quite cute. So this is for our notebook. We're going to go ahead and I am going to use tear tape for this. It's your choice, but I am going to put a bit here. Then I'm going to put another strip right here because this is where my ribbon is going to go, because we're going to do that before we put the layer of Cajun Craze down. So there's this one. I'm going to go around the edges. A bit in the middle. We don't want it being pulled up. Don't go anywhere, just stay over there. So we need, take your pick tool. You want to make sure it's down really well. And like I said, I'm going to start with this piece. And the reason why I'm doing that is because, of course, you know I had to tape it together. You and me and the rest of the crafting community will know. The person who receives this won't know unless they watches this video. And then they'll look at it and say, really, did she do that? And I'll be, yes, I did. So here's my ribbon. I can lay it like this. Now I know from what I did, I wanted that stitching right in line with what I did. So there's that. And there's that bit, and it looks like we might have to pull it up a little bit to get underneath there, but we shall do that, no problem. Now that's going to be down nicely. This one we can take off this way. And this one I bet will come off the same way. Yes. All right, so this one is next, and then the very bottom, and we can give that a trim before we go putting it on our actual card, because we don't need a whole bunch of bulk in the center. So it's going to have a little gap, and then I guess we could add extra bit of score tape along the back side here. Just gonna make sure it doesn't go anywhere at all. And here comes Miss Goose is like, my bed's out there. That's where I'm headed.
Lucy, come. Lucy, come.
Just leave her. She's fine, honey.
Lucy, come.
And there goes Miss Lucy. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Three-legged wonder. Amazed she's still walking. So where's our journal? Here is our journal, and I chose these colors because I think it goes really well with the actual colors on the journal. Now I need to make sure the spine is here, that I stay clear of that so it can open and close just as nicely. And I think the colors, these muted tones of the book, go really beautiful with it. So then we can pop our piece. It's going to tuck down in like so. And we are going to use wet glue to do that. Dot, 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 dot. And carefully slide it underneath the ribbon. Yes, it's meant to go just a little bit below the ribbon. I didn't need to do the full thing. Let me get that. I wanted the very vanilla. Is it going to move there? I wanted that very vanilla right at the edge. Now I have that other piece. We are going to tie this in like so. A big, oh, so cute. Because this is a journal after all, right? And then I'm going to put some glue dots. We're going to tuck it there. And trim it there. And oh my gosh, I love that. Absolutely love that. Okay. What did I say? We needed, let's use some tear tape, because I want to tuck these bits up in there so it doesn't come undone. So this is going to get tucked right here. And that will keep the ribbon from unfurling. Nice soft, not a hard knot, nice soft one. Really cool. Love it. So next up in here, we're going to start assembling our stuff. So on our card, we did the one with the 2 gold pieces there. Over here, we had this one, which we only need, we can make them a bit longer because this is more space. And what we're doing is we are just laying out our bits. Okay, I know my gold is going to go really well, but what we can do with this one is actually split it up. And we're going to do that. So one there. And one going wider. We're just making it. This one here, we're just moving. I need to get that bit of tear tape off there. Not tear tape, Post-it note. So this one then is going to come up in the center. And I think this one then, yes, is going to go up behind it. I like that a whole lot. So let's get some glue on that one as well. Maybe shouldn't have put glue on that. So we're going to put this here. And then this one on top of it. Hopefully. Are you staying down? Yes or no? There's no glue on that. Maybe not enough. I'm thinking I might get 2 bits out of this one. So I'm going to cut this here and split it up as well and do the same thing. I want to place this in its spot to look, and I'm happy with that. From 1 we make 2. Our crumb cake, or no, craft with the retired sprig punch next. My fingers are so cold. And our bow big branch in the center. Now we're going to put dimensionals here and here, and then we're going to tuck the rest of everything up in there. So dimensionals, I put them on the side. I was like, you guys are disappearing on me. So let's grab this. So I want one in opposite corners. I can always tuck more up. Actually, I can put one in the center too. That wouldn't hurt it at all. So one there, one there. So we're going to put 3 in total. So 1 in each opposite end, 1 in the center, because that gives me plenty of room to tuck bits and pieces. I really like that crumb cake. So there's that. So now we have our little bits. 1 color for each side. Looks like my dimensional is still in the wrong spot. So much for that. Do I want it? Yes. Because then don't forget I'm going to have the little leaf still. So we can make these kind of tall. And the little bit of gold on them is going to tie in with a little bit of gold edging around our sentiment strip. And we're going to add a little bit of gold. So now on the bottom here, I'm going to do the opposite. That was on the other side here, the back side. Turn it this way. I want one over on this side. And this one on this side. Oh, so cute. Oh, where's my little bit? This is not the one I stamped on, is it? We want the one I actually did the stamping on. Let me move those out of my way. So with this, I'm going to learn from my mistakes and just put a piece of tear tape across the whole thing. Because we're going to do a little bit of like a figure 8 thingy-majigger. Kind of a figure 8. Put my new... They had to trim my nails down some. I was like, these are way too long. He could have trimmed them down even more and I would have been happy. But, okay. So, this is the Elegant Trimmings or something like that. So we're going to start in the middle, do a figure 8 dealy bob, hopefully. I tried glue dots last time, that didn't work out that well. So that will work out. Except now I want to push that. That's a little too big. Want it a bit smaller. And we're going to go around, I think, again. 1, it needs, oh, I do like that. Okay, so up, and then a little one that will snip it like right there. And then we're going to place a dimensional right there to hold it everything where we want. I'm just going to use this whole bit, hopefully. Yes! Okay. Give it, straighten it out a little bit. There. That came out really nice. Yes. Okay. Then our little leaves here, which are already on my little fat, chunky, sticky glue dots. We're going to tuck this one. Do I want to tuck it? Yeah, I tucked them behind. I want to keep it very similar. So there's one. Might do a few more on here. I think I would like a red one there. I'm going to stick this one over here. There's another one. Really turn that one like so. Yes, I need a few more. We're going to make them look like they're falling down. I want to stick something underneath here, needs a piece of tear tape. Stick it to the pokey tool. Go over it with the foam folder and then pull it off. Yes. So let's see. I want to make it look like we got falling leaves here. There's one. This one can be like there. Oh, so cute. I'm going to have to get some more out and do it for the next project because I'm going to add, I think, all of these leaves that I've already prepped. Right there. And I think one up there. So that is my journal. You can see. So this is without the border. This is with the border. The next one we're going to use the other border on it. So I really hope you guys like this, and I hope it wasn't too much time me trying to slow down a bit, but it sure is cute. This one I put those little rhinestones on there. They were called Genial Gems. I got them off the clearance rack, guys. We can add a few of these. One there to to make sure we're getting a little bit of everything from the card onto our journal. Oh, those are perfect. So card, journal. Next, we're going to do a scratch pad. So I hope that you liked this video, and I hoped me slowing down a little bit. Trying not to get too ahead of myself with all the excitement and joy I feel in sharing with you what I create and what I have in my head. It's exciting for me to see it come to fruition, to see the project that I see in my head, it physically being here. It is, I love it. I thrive on it. So I want to sincerely thank you. Thank you so much for watching, for supporting me in my endeavor on YouTube, because it has just been spectacular. Thank you so very much. And I hope you come back to visit me in my wonderland. Bye-bye for now.